You know, Ed, I caught you at one of the kickoff meetings.
Okay.
And I just really think it's important that we spend just one more little bit of time on that idea. Talk about the just one more.
I will do that. and I have to be honest.
Okay.
It's not the just one more at night when I don't know when it's time to go home. So it's not that kind of just one more. I think the message that I've been trying to drive across all spring has simply been this. You know, I don't necessarily think we need to work harder. I hate when people tell me, oh, you got to work harder, you got to see one more person, one more customer. Yeah, sales is a number game, and that all adds up and probably makes a lot of sense when you break down the math. But I think our folks are out there pretty busy right now. My ask, as I've been going around, is trying to find a service that you're not comfortable offering, right? And just add it to your gun, right? You add another bullet to your gun. And I'll use like ActDesign as an example for our commercial folks. You know, I think there's a lot of our folks out there that aren't familiar, really the nuts and bolts and really grinding it out and have a great understanding of ActDesign. So there's kind of a hesitancy to pitch it because you don't really know all the answers. And I'll use a personal example. I don't like to do that, but I'm going to do that this time. You know, when insulation first rolled out many, many moons ago when I was selling for a living, when insulation first came out, I was a pretty good salesman. You know, I was doing pretty well for myself. And when it first came out, I didn't sell a lick of it. I mean, it took me 6 or 8 months to even pitch it. And I use that, and as I'm traveling around, I'm using that story to relate to, I wasn't confident enough in the service. I didn't believe in it. I really, truly didn't understand it. And I think that's where a lot of our salespeople are right now. They're out there busting their hump, they're working, they're seeing a lot of folks. I don't necessarily think we need to see more people, but I think, and my encouragement is to add another service. And you just think about if you're not comfortable with Ork and Therm, but what about comfort zone?
Right.
You know, I see things on group meetings all the time. Hey, the attic was floored, I couldn't do anything. That might be the perfect scenario for comfort zone. But I'm guessing that a lot of, we're not pitching a lot of comfort zone. We can tell, we're just not pitching it. But if you took the time to learn it, the time to study it, got on your iPad, got into it, understood the program a little better, built your own confidence, then you would get out there and my belief is that you'll pitch it more. So the message of just one more is to find another service that you aren't regularly pitching, you know, to add to your bundle. You know, we talk all the time about 4 and 5 service bundles. You know, I don't think all of our people are doing that, and I don't think it's because of lack of effort. I think it's sometimes lack of belief and lack of understanding what those services can do for our customers. And I would encourage you to add that. You know, this time of year with, gosh, it's been awful rainy here, at least in Atlanta, I think most of the parts of the country. Are you comfortable pitching mosquito? Could that be your just one more this year? You know, adding some moisture control for it, you know, adding some dry zone, picking up your game on these services that maybe the only reason you're not pitching them is that you just don't have the comfort level. So my task or my ask on the one more, study up on these things. Become the expert. Become the expert in that service line, and I think you'll see a difference in your pitches because, you know, if you can pitch 3 or 4 things instead of pitching 2, there's a chance they might buy 3, and heck, they might even buy 4. So that's the ask. That's kind of the just one more. Find yourself one more service to get comfortable with so that you pitch it every time. And I think just by doing that, I want to see any more people. Love you to see more people. I'd love you to see one more person a day. But even if you don't do that, offering one more service that you're confident in and competent in so that when you spin it, the customer says, hey, I'm going to buy that. Make sense?
That does make sense. That's a great idea.
So just one more.
Just one more.
Good deal.